So, as you can see from the title of this video, hang on. So if you didn't know, Brisbane's been on lockdown for like the last 3 days, and tonight I can finally go to the gym, so I'm gonna film this video. Go to the gym, and I'm gonna come back and edit this. This here looks like it's been in lockdown for quite a while, though. I need to fix this situation. But no, unfortunately this video isn't about my beard. It's about Amazon Australia, and it's about what products to sell on Amazon Australia here in 2021 and how I would find them. So first I'm gonna reel off a few things. I'm gonna try and not ramble on too much this video. I'm gonna just give you guys just a bit into my own perspective of products that I think you should look into on Amazon in 2021. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about what products I would go for, the categories, and how I would go about finding those products. There are options to go for softwares as well. We'll talk about that later in the video. So first and foremost, the one thing that you need to remember when you're looking for products, now this is in any kind of business, whether it's e-commerce, a physical store, like a brick and mortar store, especially if you're selling on Amazon, especially coming into 2021, especially if you're selling in Australia, what you need to look for is a product that's going to help people. Now, I'm talking about products that's solving a particular problem. If it's a problem that you're passionate about, so if it's a problem that you have yourself, usually what stems from my own products that I find, it stems from products that stems from problems that I've had in my own life. And you know, if you look at my last dropshipping video, I talk about that with like a dental plaque remover scaler thing that I dropshipped. It was a product that I was looking for myself, and I thought, if it's solving my own problem, then it's most likely going to solve other people's problems. So first and foremost, you got to look for a product that's going to help people. Don't sell these crappy little LED bracelets, don't sell laser pointers, don't sell just shitty little products that aren't going, like, it might be a bit of fun for people, but if it's not going to help solve a problem, they're not going to get a good lifelong use out of it unless it's something that's sort of solving boredom. That's why things like fidget spinners went out quite quickly. It was like a spike because it was popular, and then now you don't see a lot of many people using them. You see other variations of people using things similar to that, but it's just to stop boredom. It even helps, clear people's minds, things like that. But the fidget spinner itself didn't really last that long. It didn't have this whole product longevity, so it's something you need to keep in mind. And then you've got products like mobile phones. They solve so many problems for people. People are always going to go back and buy more. If it's got a good mobile phone, then sweet. Okay, cool. Some things like this, face masks. Yes, I know they're required, but they solve a problem. Now, there's different versions of these. Obviously, these are saturated now. I wouldn't go selling them, but think along those lines. It's like, what do people need? What problems do people have? What problems do you have? Like, what problems, I'll think, if this was me, I'd say, what problems do I have? What's something that's going to make my life easier? That's sort of where you can start getting that direction of what products you need to sell, because I don't see a lot of people talking about it. Now, of course, you're going to need a product that's in demand. Of course, you're going to need a product that's proven that people want and that they need, but it still needs to be in that same category of, will it help people? If you find that it's helping people, then it's going to have even more demand, and then you'll know that you'll get sales for it because people need it. It's like something that is going to help people. Now, what I would also be doing is looking for products that you can brand, and more importantly, look at sort of a product that will help you grow a brand. I talk about a lot about this on this channel. Aussies like the idea of brands, trusting a brand. It's basically like, especially with Aussies, and I'm not sure what it's like in America because I haven't really lived in America myself. I've been born and bred Aussie. So I know that Aussies, once they trust a brand, it's very hard to break that trust. And sometimes it might take a little bit longer to earn a customer's trust, to earn that person's trust. But once you have it there, they're like a lifelong customer. I know there's an actual statistic behind that, but I know for myself, when I go somewhere a couple of times, or when I buy somewhere, let's just say if I buy gym gear. I buy gym gear off Muscle Nation, and I buy gym gear, or I buy gym supplements off a place called Nutrition Warehouse. Now, I've been shopping at Nutrition Warehouse for the past 2, maybe 3 years. Every time I shop there, I get good customer service, orders shipped out quick, and it's just high quality. Nothing ever happens, nothing happens to my orders, I get the right stuff. It's I haven't really had a problem, but I'd say if I'd had a problem, they're onto it straight away. And it's basically I don't shop anywhere else for supplements. I just go online and I shop with them every single time. So I like brands, I like trusting brands, I like knowing that I get good service. So you need to integrate this into your own Amazon selling, into your own products, and think, okay, once you've found a product, you got to think to yourself, is it something that I can brand? Is it something that I can branch out? Once I grow this product, can I branch out into into the same niche and sort of grow a brand around that so people know me for these kinds of products? That's sort of the mindset you need to go around, because not only will it increase your sales, but you will have these lifelong customers. You'll have trusted customers. You have customers that trust you, that will actually talk to their friends and family about it, and that will give you, in turn, more business. This is the whole thing about it. It's like if you earn people's trust, they start talking, word of mouth, they start talking, and then you get more customers, you get more revenue, you'll grow your brand will become trusted, it will start becoming known. Obviously, I'm not saying you're trying to build some multi-billion dollar, or trillion dollar, Apple or a Nike or an Adidas kind of brand, but you can be stuck on Amazon. You can start on Amazon, and then you can start growing your brand from there as well. Last thing, for the kinds of products I'd look for, and then we can get into how to actually find these products, because it's one thing to actually tell you guys what kind of products might help, but probably is going to help you a bit more if I actually give you some advice on how to find these products. So last thing I want to talk to you guys about is high quality products. Now, it's sort of moving in the direction now, and I'm glad that it is, where, like I'm saying, products that help people, not so much gimmicky products, not so much no brand products, and this is going to come along the lines of having a high quality product. Now, in order to have a high quality product, you got to find those suppliers that sell high quality products to you, that they can actually manufacture high quality products. Now, the whole idea that a lot of Aussies have is that anything that comes from China is terrible quality. Anything that comes from China, you shouldn't worry about. Now, that's not the reality of it. There's so many high quality suppliers in China. You just need to go out there and look for them. I go to places like Alibaba, which is majority of the time where I'd go if I was selling on Amazon. There are a lot of other places, you can go DHgate as well. And you don't even have to look in China. There are other places overseas that you can look for, but there are a lot of high quality suppliers in China that do high quality products. And the way to check, make sure that they are high quality, a couple of things you can do. You can either order samples, you can either get someone in China, or have a batch sent to Australia and get someone to check the quality of it. It's like a quality assurance test kind of thing. And they actually check the quality of a lot of the units in your order, just to make sure that it's high quality. But main thing is to just look on places like Alibaba and make sure they're trusted. They usually have ratings and whatnot. Just make sure that you physically look at and feel the quality of your product. Make sure it's high quality, because if you like the quality of your product, if you like that it's high quality and that you're proud of selling it, then your customers, it's going to sort of like radiate to your customers. Your customers will they'll really appreciate that, and you'll have less returns, less headaches, and more than likely have a better chance at growing that product, growing that brand, growing its sales, and have a better experience overall. Okay, now 2 things I want to talk about here on how to actually find your product. Now, I personally integrate this method with a piece of software called eGrow. Now, eGrow is one of the only pieces of software that work for Amazon Australia, and it's the only one that pulls all the data. Now, I know it's not as accurate, if you've used it before, it's not as accurate as, say, something like Jungle Scout, but it's pretty much one of the only options we have. So, first thing, I'll talk a little bit about that in a second as well. First thing here is the bestsellers and the new release bestsellers list for Amazon Australia. Now, you can Google this. I just Google in bestsellers Amazon Australia or new release bestseller Amazon Australia, and it will actually come up with these bestsellers that are on Amazon currently, and you can look through the different categories. I'll talk about categories as well in a second too. You look at the different categories, and you can actually go through either the bestsellers that are all round for those categories, or you can go to new release bestsellers. And what new release bestsellers is basically the list that is these new products that have basically, once they've launched, they've gone straight to the top, and it's like these hot new products kind of thing. Now, I don't really like using the term like hot products or products that are like on fire or things like that. I don't really care for that, but Amazon will show you what products are actually selling well right now, and they'll tell you what products are selling well overall. So that's something to look at, and just some screenshots that'll help navigate you there, but it's pretty self-explanatory, that kind of thing. So once you look at that list, you can actually use the eGrow software. Now, let's just say you find a product on the bestsellers list that you like the look of. It's something that you think is going to help people, something that you think is going to solve a problem. You can actually use eGrow to look at the numbers, look at the sales numbers. Now, I would stay away from anything that is under the 5,000 mark. Something to note with eGrow, it's actually, we use a 5-to-1 ratio. When I say we, I mean myself and my students in Ecom Excellence. We use a 5-to-1 ratio. So basically what that means is, let's say if you see something selling for $25,000, you divide it by 5, that's the actual sales number. Now, for some reason, they must have used the same algorithm to sort out how to pull data from Amazon US as they did on Amazon AU. So it's a little bit of an imbalance there because we've tested it with our own products and we've noticed that it's inflated, and to get the more accurate result, we got to divide it by 5. So if you're using eGrow for, this is only on the AU website. If you're using eGrow on the AU website, you just got to divide it by 5, and then you'll get the more accurate result. So keep that in mind. But once you divide it by 5, I would look at that number, and if it's under 5 grand per month, if it's under 5,000 in sales per month, then I would start looking at something else. If you can get something that's in between maybe 10,000, 20,000 in sales per month, that you're pretty much good to go, and then you know that it's got higher demand. And even better, if you have multiple sellers, let's just say 3 to 5 sellers that are doing that amount, that's how you know it's got high demand, but you can still fit yourself in there. There's only like one seller that's doing it. You gotta be careful that they don't own the rights to that particular product, that particular designer product. And if there's like 10 people that are doing that amount, it might be a little bit harder to fit yourself in there. So that's the sort of range that I kind of look at when using eGrow, but that is one method on how to actually find the products. Now, we're gonna get straight into the categories that I'd look at, categories that sort of sell year round. So you've got baby, beauty, home and kitchen, home improvement, and pets. They're just to list a few. They are the few that I would look at, because things like baby and beauty, they're always going to sell year round. People are always having babies. People always need beauty products. I'm not just talking about women. Men need beauty products as well. And then things like pet supplies. People always have pets, not just for cats and dogs, other kinds of pets as well. And then you've got things like home improvement as well, which are always going to sell year round. So let's just recap. We have products that sell year round. They have high demand. They are helping people, and they are solving a problem for those people. Again, you know, you could mix those two together, helping people and solving a problem. But not only that, you're actually looking at building a brand around this product, and then building your brand and maybe launching more products around that brand. You are on track to have something powerful here, to have something that's going to last a long time. So that's what I would sort of do if I was looking at selling products. The kinds of products I'd look for, the way I'd go about finding these products. Now, again, there are many other ways to find products. There's just a couple of ways to find products. You can use even the eGrow app itself, the eGrow website itself, to help find products, but they're just a couple of ways on how I would find the products. More so, I want to talk about the kinds of products that I would look at coming into 2021, because brand is everything. When it comes to 2021, up to 2025 and onwards, brand is only going to become more and more powerful. Amazon itself's made a push towards that. I think it's a great idea because it pushes people to sell better quality products, to have better, more trusted brands, and to give the customer a better experience, because that's what Amazon's all about, and I think that's what you should be all about as well as an Amazon seller. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope it helped you guys. If you have any other suggestions or what you want to see, let me know. Apart from that, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy 2021. Hey.